Hello, Rob Wade here from Emotionally 14. Thought I'd carry on my unboxing role and give you a taste of the March Zbox, which is the theme Guardians. I mentioned it in the last video that I'd be doing something along these lines. Now, obviously, we're probably looking at April before this video goes live, and you're wondering, it's a subscription box, it's April, why are you looking at March? Well, the reason is because Zavvi do a pretty cool thing, which is when they can't sell all the boxes they want to sell, they make them available later on at a reduced price. So if you have a look at the Guardians box and you think, wow, that's pretty cool, I'd really like to get that, then you'll be pleased to know that there is a possibility that they'll make that available. Now, with that caveat, let's unbox. So, once again, basic black shoebox packaging. A little bit disappointed by that, if I'm honest, but I usually find that the inside packaging makes up for it with some really cool artwork. But the Threads box has pictures on it. Maybe it's the same picture every time, who knows. Quite very jumbled now, should ask him. Cool, alright, so, first things first, let's admire the lovely artwork here. Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy and the Master Chief from Halo. Obviously, no surprise that the Guardians theme. The latest Halo is called Guardians, Halo 5. I just finished it this weekend, actually. Really good game. Quite short, but it's fun while it lasts. So if you do find it cheap, definitely worth picking up. Anyway, let's move on to the actual contents of this box. So I'll save the t-shirt for last, because that's usually quite fun. Alright, so first things first, we have an Albus Dumbledore pop vinyl, which is obviously the Harry Potter Guardian, so he's looking after the kids in a weird kind of eccentric old uncle way. Works for him, works for them clearly, because they go on to, spoilers, successfully defeat Voldemort. A Transformers figurine and 3D puzzle piece collector card of Grimlock, so that's pretty nifty. By the looks of it, you can collect the cards to make 3D puzzles. I'm not really sure how that works, but it's relatively local actually. So South Croydon, shout out. Licensed by Hasbro, the usual, and it's celebrating 30 years of Transformers as of 2014. So maybe they've had this lying around the warehouse for a while. Move that out of the way so I don't step on toes of my own. Halo Hunters in the Dark as a novelisation, pretty cool. This looks relatively new, I think. I've not heard of this one. Based on blockbuster Xbox games, doesn't specify which one. But I would imagine, looking at the copyright of 2015, this is probably set between 4 and 5. So this is 2 years after the Master Chief went missing in action following a decisive conflict on Installation 00. Oh yeah, so I think that's the end of Halo 4. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Feel free, by all means. Ooh. Brace yourself, Crazy Train team. You might get a little jealous, but I will let you look at it. A Ghostbusters wallet. So it's flimsy feeling, kind of a weird kind of canvassy plastic, but it's pretty nifty. Looks like a containment unit on the outside, and then on the inside it's got loads of little silhouettes of ghosts and Stay Puft and the Ghostbusters crew. So that's pretty sweet. I'll probably use that for, I'll find a use for it. Wallets are quite handy, aren't they? Especially as the one's going tits up. There's the Guardians Edition Zbox magazine. 03 March 16. I don't know whether that means they've done 3 of them or whether it's just March's of month 3. I suspect it's the latter because I seem to recall seeing more than 3 pop up in the past. So this one is a Heroes Godsend prelude comic. So this precedes the new series coming up on NBC in the near future. It might already be live by the time this goes up because April 2016 is the release date of the comic. It's a Zbox exclusive, so this is a Zavvi exclusive, sorry, not a Zbox exclusive. So you can still buy it, imagine, on Zavvi's website. And finally, let's move to the t-shirt. So we have... You've got bald cam. Look at my bald spot there. I'm so ashamed. Okay, so I had a look. Well, let's double check this. So for full disclosure, I'm having to re-record bits of this. because I forgot to record the audio, and I'm not convinced the microphone in this camera is very good. I can always cut this bit. So this is a Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt, and this was apparently themed on what Peter Quill is wearing in Guardians of the Galaxy, presumably when he's abducted by aliens. And it's a river rafter, JD canoe rental, Dolores River from Guardians of the Galaxy. So they're kind of a little bit obscure themes on these things. So that's interesting. I've just spotted in this magazine that when it says, oh okay, there's two. So there's two pieces of this particular Zbox which are possible to change. So they're in the sense that you can get more than one of different things. So actually the Harry Potter pop vinyl has 4 to choose from, and you just get one assigned to you. In the same way, the Transformers figure is the same. So you actually get different ones to choose from, because that in the picture is Bumblebee and I got Grimlock. So it suggests that there's more than one to win. So there's some pretty cool stuff in this magazine as well. Once again, this little magazine is kind of nice. Gives you a little bit of quiz stuff. It shows you some Zbox unboxings. Obviously, I didn't get in there nearly quick enough to be in the February one because it's April. But obviously, I had to go and buy a house, didn't I? That's pretty cool. So they got a little dancing thing to how to do the Peter Quill steps from Come and Get Your Love by Redbone from the beginning of the film, and the 5 stair steps Ooh Child from the end. So quite funny. They got some Steelbook advertising. Unlikely Guardians, a little feature about characters that you wouldn't expect to be successful Guardians. So on that subject, actually, that's one thing I'm a little bummed out about. At the bottom of the box, let's see if we can make it out there. I'll do my best to put it in a way that's readable. This is for Matilda. So obviously a reference to the fantastic Leon the Professional. I just wish there was something themed on that in the box. So if you're listening, Zabby, I would love to see a Leon. Hell, I'd love to see a Leon box, but I'll be settled for any kind of Leon themed merchandise. And it doesn't have to be anything massive, because obviously we had the Patrick Bateman business card in the last box. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. And to round off, I'll just give you a teaser of what's coming next month. Batman. There it is. Bloody camera. Still getting used to it. Do apologise. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, like it, share it, subscribe it, comments below. You can find Emotionally14 on the web, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Emotionally14.com. Obviously there's podcasts, you can find those on the website. And you can find me on Twitter at RobWadeVision. You can't find me on RobWadeVision, there's no such thing. It's just silly. You can find me on Twitter at RobWadeVision. Let me know what you think of the video when it goes live, and if I'm getting good feedback and it's carrying on being fun, I'll carry on doing some more. Bye for now.